Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am so happy to see you here. As per usual, you know I say that at the beginning of all my videos because it's true. I've been kind of MIA a little bit recently, only doing vlogs just because there's been so many things happening in my life that I just had to sort myself out. If you watched my last video, you know that I moved into a new apartment. Not just I'm not looking at you. Sorry, I moved into a new apartment, and you know I just had to sort that out and kind of get a bit settled. I'm still not settled yet, but it's getting there. So I just, in this whole moving process, there have been a few things that have popped out at me that I thought I would share with you guys, and I'm titling this video, I hope to God this is what I title it, because I'll say things in videos all the time and then title it something completely different. But anyway, so I'm titling this video April Lessons because these are the lessons I've learned at the beginning of April that I thought I would share with you guys, because you know, sometimes in life, you don't have to go through everything to learn a lesson. Sometimes you can listen to other people's stories and experiences and apply them to yourself. And so yeah, I just thought I'd share. And speaking of life lessons, one of the things that kind of stood out to me was the fact that, I don't know about you, but for me, I've noticed, you know what, no, let's do it this way. Have you ever noticed that there is an issue that keeps coming up in your life over and over and over again, the same thing? It might manifest itself as different problems, but when you like unpack those problems, at the core of it is the same issue coming up over and over and over again. That's what's been happening to me for the past couple of years. And what I've realized is there's certain things in life or certain lessons that life is trying to teach you, and if you don't learn those lessons, they just come back over and over and over. It's just like a cycle, and life will keep pushing it your way until you learn the lesson that it's trying to teach. And I'm mentioning this because I don't know, I got a nudge to mention it in this video because I feel like a lot of people are stuck in those cycles, especially because they don't know they're stuck. So I have this friend, this can sound bad, but it is what it is. Long time ago friend, and I was able to spot in her relationships a problem manifesting itself over and over and over again. First relationship, second relationship, third relationship, fourth relationship. And I'm like, do you see this pattern? Because I can see it easily. And you know what? That's nothing to be ashamed of, because it's always easy or easier to see someone else's problem than it is to see your own. And that's why it's so good to have good friends that will point these things out, because that's a different perspective. And mine, she would not acknowledge or resolve that problem. So every relationship, one after the other, kept having that same issue. It kind of looked a little different with different people, but at the core of it, it was the same issue rearing its head over and over and over again. And she was not able to have fulfilling or happy relationships because she was not learning this lesson at all. And she could not break out of that cycle until she learned and internalized that lesson. And that was something that I noticed was happening for me for a few years. And the only way I noticed it is because I'm a self-aware person, or I became a self-aware person, because I wasn't always like that. And this is why I always push meditation on my channel. You know, I push meditation and mindfulness and awareness, because the only way to grow and develop as a person is if you are aware of yourself, if you're aware of the issues that you have, if you are aware of the growth that you need. And a lot of us are just going through life on this hamster wheel, just going, just doing. And we think we are progressing in life. We think we're doing great in life because we're busy. And here's the thing about life. You can be busy doing the best things. You can be busy doing charity work and community work, busy helping other people, busy doing well at your career. It doesn't matter what you're busy at, even if it's the best things. If you're so busy that you don't have time for yourself, you will not grow. You'll do a little, maybe some little incremental growth through things happening, but to be able to grow in leaps and bounds in your life and in your soul and in your personality and in the things that matter really, you have to be able to slow down and take time for yourself. And a lot of us feel like, yeah, I take time for myself. I go to the spa and get my nails done. I get my pedicure. I'll get, things like that. That's pampering and that's important, but that's not you time. Because when you're getting your nails done, as good as that feels, there's a nail tech there talking to you. And well, I love talking to people and I absolutely don't go anywhere and get stuff done and don't talk to people. That's still not you time, because that person is there engaging in conversation. That's not you time. You time is time where it literally is just you. Time where you are just sitting with your thoughts. Time where you are just thinking to yourself. Time away from everything. And I feel like it's a lot harder for people who are involved, like especially like people who have like families, or maybe you live with your family, maybe you have kids, like you're so busy taking care of everyone else and making sure everyone else is okay that you never have that you time. That you time is important. That you time is important to understand yourself, important to identify your issues, important to identify recurring issues that are manifesting in your life, and to be able to learn those lessons and break that cycle. And here's the other thing about that. It's one thing to be aware of those cycles or those life lessons that life is trying to teach you. It's another thing completely to actually address them. Because I was aware of my life issues, or I'm gonna call them life cycle issues, for years. And they kept occurring for years. And I saw them, but what was happening was I was aware of them, but I had no clue how to address them. And that's another lesson to be brought out, that awareness and problem solving are two different things, or awareness and addressing an issue are two different things. While awareness is the first step, if you never move to the second step, you're still stuck in the cycle. You're still just going round and round. And for me, I had clocked the pattern. I had noticed the pattern for years, but I just did not know how to address them. And it's only in this past cycle of life, because of Corona, I was forced to stand still. I didn't have a job for most of 2020 because of Corona, and I was forced to sit still. I had to go into isolation, I think 2 times. Is it 2 or 3 times since Corona? And isolation over here was at least 10 days. And I was forced to sit in my room. I was forced to confront myself and confront my issues that I was just ignoring because I was busy doing other things. And I realized that, again, through that inner work, through meditation and stillness, I was able to unpack those issues, realize where they stem from, and accept that they're there, accept why they're there, and figure out how to move on from them. That was the only way I was able to put those life cycle issues, or at least that particular life cycle issue, behind me and move on to the next thing. And I just thought I would bring that to your attention. It's worth it pausing for a moment and looking back on your life and trying to identify if you yourself have any life cycle issues that constantly pop up no matter what. You'll identify them. You know what? You know what they are. You know what they are. As you're listening to this video, that issue is probably coming to your mind. That issue that you're like, man, why do I keep having a boss that is this way? Or why do I keep attracting men or keep going into relationships with men that are this way? Or why is it that in my relationships they always end because of this particular issue? Those are those life cycle issues that are being addressed. Those are those life cycle issues that are being, I need to finish this sentence. Those are those life cycle issues that are trying to be addressed. So sorry about that interruption. That was Jalissa. She's always interrupting my videos. But yeah, I'm just gonna end this video here. I hope this will help you to identify some of the life cycle issues that are manifesting in your life and help to bring some awareness for you and help you to start addressing them so that you can move on to bigger things and you can move on to better things. Because if you're stuck in that cycle, it means you're unable to move forward. And in my experience, what's after the cycle is always something amazing. Once you've learned that lesson, it's like it's a little obstacle or a little door that you need to find the courage to turn the handle and step through to your reward on the other side. So I hope that you've, I don't know, found something helpful in this video. If you have, definitely hit that subscribe button and I will see you in my next video.